The economy is in great difficulty. Lawlessness is a concern of many people, and there has to be a way of interpreting the treaty in a modern context that brings people together more than it starts to categorise and separate them. There needs to be a referendum on co-government. I mean, the treaty has been interpreted for 40 years by the courts, the tribunal, the public service, and some aspects of academia. Is something that is increasingly dividing people. I think when I see it, I read "Ngā tikanga katoa rite tahi," the same rights and duties for all. So we want to pass a Treaty Principles Act that says no, that the courts have got it wrong. This is what the democratically elected Parliament say, and then actually invite the people of New Zealand to debate and ratify that in referendum. Our priorities are getting the treaty right, getting kids to school to learn valuable academic knowledge, getting the regulatory state under control so there's more productive activity and less compliance activity because we need to preserve our first world status, and getting government expenditure and tax under control. But in the long term, it's about transferring skills from one generation to the next. We are not transferring enough skills from one generation to another to maintain first world status, and that flows into what we can afford to do in healthcare. So, all of these things joined together: higher standards in education, more attendance, more attainment, more learning, more productivity, higher wages. People can afford to pay more tax, get better healthcare. It's that all of those things connect together. Look, stuff has just got harder and harder and harder. At the start of the year, we were looking at a small rise in mortgage rates, inflation to be under control. Now this thing's just galloping away, and there's no clear end game to it other than a hard landing recession. And of course there's a lot of people turning to crime and lawlessness on top of that. So those are continuing issues. The government's a bit useless because frankly they are. There's a better tomorrow with ACT and National together, and the ACT part of that will be a major positive contribution to delivering real change. So this is about not just the government losing, it's about us winning and making the proposition to the voters that they'll have a better tomorrow under us, and we're going to work like hell for that.